Give your dog the best start possible. We offer proven tools, products, and supplements backed by our real-world experience and our passion for healthy dogs. Step into the realm of canine wisdom with our podcast, NWA Corso, where we interview dog men and women from around the globe. Discover their talents and insights on breeding, training, nutrition, and the rich history of dogs. Tune in to the most underrated yet influential dog podcast on social media. Your journey into the dog world starts here. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me out there? I'm streaming from another location. Can y'all hear me? Sound check. Got my headphones in. And then yes or no if you can hear me out there. Sound check. Hope everybody's doing all right on this beautiful Saturday. I'm gonna get on that bike today, boy. I'm gonna probably do a little mountain biking. Glad everybody's back. Hey, brother Bakari, what's going on? We can hear you. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome back to the NWA Corso show. Never been here before. We talk all things dogs. This is an all breed podcast. Been running about 2 years now. I call it one of the most underrated podcasts on the internet. And this is not because it's my podcast, but I just know it's true. And it ain't about me, it's about a lot of people. It's a whole conglomerate of people. So, yeah, man, I'm glad everybody's back. I wanted to talk to the audience about the purpose of the channel. You have been here a long time, y'all. Y'all know what the purpose of the channel is. Y'all hear it all the time. You hear my story. That's why I don't do interviews, because I'm always in front of a camera, sometimes more than what I like. But we had a lot of shows this week, boy, on the last 2 weeks. That's another thing. We hadn't been putting out so many shows anymore. We don't have to. Hard to find a body of work. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. It was my wife. It's going to be very hard to find the body of work that we have already put in. We have guys like Alexander Gunter, a German Shepherd guy. These are people I call the cornerstones. Michael Morales, a Presa Canario guy. I hope I don't miss nobody. Who else do we talk to a lot? CT's Touch Horses and Dogs. Vanguard K9. John Mills out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So many people. Johann Swart, Borbel expert. Great guy. There's so many people. If I skipped over, forgive me. Cuzzo Lamont out of La Potenza, Schoolboy. It's just so many different dog men who have hit this channel up and helped me build it, help inform the public on different things and that. So I mean, the work speaks for itself. They nicknamed this the library, where people not telling you what to do, but sharing their perspectives. Which, if you're a listener, if you're a person that heeds, it'll probably save you on some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's why this word mentorship has been thrown around a lot in dogs for a while. And mentorship, the whole purpose of mentorship is to cut mistakes. It's to help you to reduce own mistakes, consultations and things like that. But with that being said, being that I've been in this industry 2 years podcasting, gathering a lot of information on a lot of different breeds, It's we talk about topics on the show, different topics, whether it be from food, nutrition, breed history, different, all kind of different things. And people, we have a lot of people that's been in the dog game. Oh wow, you know what I'm saying? So, and I kind of, I got a little pressure, but it's welcome pressure to where I'm one of those channels where like breeders of old, serious breeders, like really like, dude, do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it is entertainment involved. It's hard not to be yourself, and I might go there. Just get in trouble, that, because that's what I do. I stay in trouble, even for things other people say. But it's all good. I think we develop a place where gentlemen can come and not even always agree on things, but we can sometimes have panels. I have one-on-ones with people, a lot of one-on-ones interview. And if we don't agree, we just don't agree. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing where we got to take it offline, like like a lot of the internet dudes do. Not even internet dudes, just people in general just watch it. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted. I saw some comments um, earlier this week. They was getting disrespectful. Just slightly. They want to make it personal, just because they like stuff. It was things they said that was said that they didn't like, right? And I noticed a lot of these uh, comments were coming from burner accounts. And when I say burner accounts, that means accounts that was made recently. Like they were commenting under the the breeder show. What was that breeder? The big brand breeder show. That was all new accounts. They came in and they were trying to put a narrative about blase, somebody doing this and that. But we've been doing this. We've been doing this. That's one thing I like a lot of the big brand breeders do to us. They say we copy them. Man, we've been doing this a long. We've been doing this a while. We haven't been copying anybody, and we very careful about that. We pick our own people off genuine interest. This is not a kennel promotion show. We actually interested in people. We actually have talked to people offline, and a lot of times somebody might refer us. Hey, do you know this guy over here in any part of the world? So it's not a thing like, oh, he's hot. We honestly don't do it for the views. I mean, because if we start doing it for the views, this show will be totally different. You'll see me. I'll get to cutting up. Look at here now. I would start showing my ass if it's time to get some views. I would start pitting one against the other. And I don't think you have to do that because we talking dogs, and anybody in dogs know talking about dogs is enough drama. Talking about the topics surrounding dogs is enough drama. That's another thing we didn't come into. We didn't come into trying to come in straight on the drama tip. We just have a conversation with people. And my show is for thinking people, people that don't mind listening, even though we do got people that no matter what the person say, they still gonna get mad about it. I can't believe it's that. People can't even have their own truth no more. So, I mean, you really can't. If you tell somebody, well, I did it this way and it worked for me. This is a lot with the dog trainers. I was laughing about this with somebody. They said it's only so many ways you can make a dog sit. But, it's going to be somebody say, well, I made it, did it that way. But you say, well, this worked for me, brother. I mean, can I live my life? Can I do me, bro? No, 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 no. I did it this way. But this worked for, bro. Can I do it that way? I understand what you're saying, but you're wrong. So that works like that a lot in life, period. But the purpose of this show was always on being inquisitive about certain things. We didn't do no booty shaking. We didn't do anything, no coonery or buffoonery to get where we are. Which we not like huge in numbers, but we are very influential. If you know what I mean. very respected by a lot of breeders in the real world. A lot of people don't know, like it's been breeders, there's a lot of breeders with 20, 30 years who have hit me up and say, y'all need to talk about this subject. And I'm like, well, I might not be always equipped for the subject and don't know the subject like that, but it's my job to go find somebody to have that conversation with in front of the world. You know what I mean? It ain't no point. It ain't no finger pointing um, directly geared at people. We talk about the topics in general, the climate. You understand? The climate of how things are. We don't go getting like so and so is into it. Let me go get him, and that's not our cup of tea. And I'm really just a person like not like that, and I don't like that type of stuff in real life because I know where it goes in real life, and I'm like this. If I wouldn't say it to that man in his face in real life, I'm probably not gonna say it on the internet because it makes me feel like a sucker. You know what I mean? Like they're just me. You know what I'm saying? And and then I don't really want to get into arguing with what I would say text messages, comments. What's up, DB? Miles, salute Doug, Terry Corners, everybody come on in. But so yeah, I just want to revisit the purpose of the show. Like some of the topics we had, which this show is a for everybody. It's gonna be some stuff that make you squeamish a little bit. It's gonna be some stuff, but we do have a lot of people here to learn. You know what I mean? Not that I done made myself a teacher, but it just is what it is. If you like podcasts, what you want to hear what somebody has to say, and take it or leave it. You know, that's what kind of person I am, and a lot of us are. But so I wanted to address some of the comments based off the big brand thing. Being that NWA is the kind of channel that set up original first all breed podcast per se, where we talked about different topics, different breeds, history, whatnot. Um, when it comes to anything you hear or us on a panel saying things, we just speaking from our experiences. So, like, if you want to do a fancy kennel setup, feel like you got to pay 150, 200 to sell dog, hey, peel it off, bro. Peel it off. I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. If you feel like that's what's going to sell your product, your image, do your thing, right? Okay. If you feel like getting dogs from a certain person is going to make you the man because you got certain dogs from a person, man, it's your money, bro. Sister, Mister, black, white, orange, yellow, everybody. It is your money. So when we get on here and we talk about our experiences, hey, you can take it or leave it. It don't matter us. But being that people have had certain experiences and they share them and they see somebody doing something like, I've been there before. It might look odd to them while you're doing it, and they might see you walking in something that, hey, well, maybe I can do it a different way. You don't have to take that information, bro. I'm just spend your money however you want, right? Um, if you feel like you need to get an online, hey, look, I like some of the online training courses. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us live in areas where we don't have access to trainers like that. So yeah, so I'm always looking into some of these courses. Interested. I have friends of mine always send me videos and things and talk dogs, and the co-producer, me and him, good dude, me and Doug, talking dogs pretty much every day. And it different people in dogs, like, man, you see this person? They don't have to be big. We don't care nothing about them being big because they can be huge. And they come over here, there's so many dog men this season. In the real world, they might not be anybody of influence because let's be honest, bro. Like a lot of personalities on the internet is not in the thick of things when it comes to the dogs in real life. It just they don't mean they are lesser. It just don't mean it just means that sometimes with the media they look bigger than what they are. It goes for me too, bro. I'm a student of the game, and I bring. But y'all know that y'all see me bring men way more experience and they deserve credit for what they have done, not me come on using my platform as far as like I'm the big dog. You know what I'm saying? I am the big dog, but I not all the time. Sometimes you got to humble that itself, and then there are people who got the knowledge like crazy, and they may not get the credit. I mean, they just like the John the Baptist. They just like a voice crying in the wilderness, and we look. That's what we be looking for. To be honest with you, like the people who got it up here and is really got things going on. We try to pull them on because y'all know y'all hear the names all the time that the people y'all want on, and they just not internet people, but we gonna pull quite a few of them out. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it special to people that's really doing special things on the ground, whether they be young or old. They could be a newcomer that is making noise, making waves. We want to highlight them. We want to help them. We don't want to tear them down and all this good stuff. So, um, but as far as like any of the topics we talk about, hey man, really ain't nothing ever personal over here at all. Certain things we're not gonna get into that's going on with personally with people and dogs, uh, especially the consumer stuff. Uh, Anybody ever own a business, the customer ain't always right. If you've been in dogs long enough, you will have an issue with a customer one day. So I don't get into those type things. Um, that's just this show stance on beef. Have I been involved in some online stuff? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I've had some back and forth with some people, man, but I don't think I was ever one the aggressor or one that sought out to uh, the yeah. I don't go on these people's channels and different things, commenting. Oh, you suck. For what? For what? If I have a platform and you have a platform, do your thing on your platform. I'm not going to get on every day, every other day on a show talking about a man. I'm too busy to be talking about a man. You know what I mean? I think something wrong with that. Uh, when when we started out like that, we had a lot of, and that's the thing. That's another perspective. People are going to tell about the challenges they had coming out, like podcasts starting out. It was hell. It was like, God, where are these dudes coming from? And they were sent and things like that. But we just had to weather through it. And it always will be another wave. But I like the show. I respect my own show. I respect the people around it. I respect the people in the comments because it's a lot of breeders of dogs, horses, reptiles, all kind of people, chickens and things like that. And they share their perspectives in the comments. And because you can be misled by media, you know what I'm saying? And back in the day, man, YouTube used to talk down on like today's media. It was considered like YouTube was called new media. Now it's turned into old media. It's about clicks, it's about likes, it's about influence, it's about but because I'm gonna tell you something, guys, like when you start to get in this position and you start to get some numbers and people start digging what you're putting down and things like that, you do start having a power like of influence. I mean, just like pastors, preachers, politicians, they know they can say things that can sway people a different way. Library Presser, salute. Old Southern bread. He said, "Get the lights up," or she said, whoever. Um, so we know, but over here, I try to remain humble, try to remain disciplined, and to not getting too inside of me. But I I've ran the show on a lot of things in my life. And one thing I learned about being boss is being a boss, hiring hundreds of people, firing a lot of people, and things like that. Doing big things is you got to have people around you that you allow to let them do their thing. It can't always be about. It don't work that way. Not in nothing. If you want something to grow big, it has to be a group of people. It has to be a team to do it. You can't micromanage everything. You can't always veto everything. Sometimes you got to do stuff you don't want to do for the good, for the cause. So y'all hear me talking about bread guys, bread guys, bread guys. Okay, all right, y'all got me. I'm not. I just don't like the way sometimes media manipulate. I'm talking about overall the way media manipulate things. You got to realize. I was telling Doug one day, and I'm not saying to make this nobody think I'm better than anybody, because Lord knows I've been in my share of trouble. But I came up as a preacher's son, right? A PK, right? And so when you see people, not saying preachers are no better than anybody else, but when you see the lifestyle of how a man that has to move companies and groups of people, sometimes the last person to eat sometimes was us. Everybody else had to be okay. So when he moved, it's just like you going on a road trip. Back in the day, we didn't have GPSs. The man in the front might had the map. We 5 cars deep. He drove for everybody. So if he came to a stop sign and traffic was coming both ways, he didn't just take off and leave everybody. He kind of waited, positioned till all 3, 4 cars can come together so we can stay together, right? So with that being said, what I say movement is when my pops did things, he had to think about the group. You know what I mean? So my mentality is different. Everything it wasn't never thinking about, well, I better do this. No, I got all these folks with me because when we was coming up, most of the church was really young, and we was in the hood, and a lot of times, we had to go to projects, pick up kids and stuff. So it was people from all over the city, different sets. So I could boy back in the day, I could go anywhere in the city, and then I lived amongst them too. So it was always having to move for the movement, not quick to take things from people, not be money first, having a money first mentality. Uh, that's why you might see it one day, but I say you'll never see me doing how to sell puppy videos. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see. I sell things like that people can use for, like, in the description if you need stuff for your pets and stuff like that. But you think I can't put together? You think I ain't smart enough, mean enough to put together a course for dog breed? You think I don't know how to? You think I can't do that? And real quick, and got the people that can put it together and start trying to sell it. That's not the objective of what we was doing. So or what we trying to do. So with that being said, is if you feel like you need that type stuff, um, that's fine. If you want to get an online mentorship to breed dog, that's fine. But over here, we have a lot of people you could talk to, and I'm not trying to get in the front. Please don't think I'm trying to get in the front of nobody's money. But that's what's kind of what we do over here, right? It's for learning. We don't cover all subjects. We don't. I'm gonna tell you, if you're in the show or not. I'm gonna tell you, man. If you're trying to learn dogs, go to the show. Go to different events. If there's working events, whatever you like, whatever side you're on, go to those events. Go experience those things. Do something that you hear a lot of the older guys on this show say they had to do, which was travel. They had to travel to learn them dogs. Gus Artilles, John Mills, they both said, man, look, we had to hit the highway. We had to go visit kennels. That's another thing I didn't like. Like, you got people online, they never even been to the kennels, but everybody dog ain't this or that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even been to the kennels. So, you talking to another man on the other side of the country, you hadn't been to a kennel. But they know everything. They know the history. They know all this. They know everything. Ain't been to a kennel. Never. So so this the thing. So but like I say, it's your money. It's your money. You know what I'm saying? But we advise you to take the baby steps and go see. Don't take our word for it. Go look at the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Going making one visit to a kennel and going seeing what the dogs look like. The next time you might not go down there because you know what. Oh, okay, I know what he got. What's up, my son? What's up, Jihad? But go see the dogs, man. Another thing too, like this is me personally. I'm gonna catch heat for it. I don't think. I really think the last thing we need per se is to be taught branding, business, LLCs, blah, blah. You got to learn the dogs first. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn the dog. You know what I'm saying? Social media. Yeah. With all due respect, having a dog ain't all about taking your dog to a show. Can the dog work? Can the dog protect your family and the property? Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm like, man, go step out there with some guys who may doing the things you prefer. You like, go see the dog. Just don't go on the internet talking noise. And but this is my point. Before we start learning branding, puppy sales, this and that, a lot of us had to learn about dogs. Even the people that's pushing the mentorships, the branding courses, the and all that. You know what I'm saying? How hard I got puppies I done sold bigger than my kennel. Thousands and thousands of followers, pet owners. So if I got pet owners that can brand a puppy of mine bigger than my kennel, what the fuck I need a marketing course for? I go I go holler at the person that bought my puppy. All my puppies are 6,500 for now with training. I'm serious. Hey, check this out. I was talking. Hey, I was talking to Lamont after that show we did on pricing, which is another thing. He said we was like, we could actually send people out, dogs trained, puppies trained, housebroke, manners, things like that for 55, $6,000, 5,500. We could actually send them out like that. If people paying money for that amount of dog, you know what I'm saying? Which is another thing. If you want to pay 65, 5, that's on you. That's on you. Especially if you got it in this economy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you got it in this economy, you need to come see me. But anyway, anyhow. Um, so I'm out waxing floors, right? So I had a little time to kill. I'm not gonna quit my day job trying to breed dogs. I enjoy breeding dogs. I don't want to have a lot of dogs. I want to have enough dogs I can maintain. If I couldn't breed dogs, I at least want to have enough dogs there where I can still afford to take care of them. So I'm waxing the floor. Old janitor Joe. Oh man, you a janitor? Shit. Hell yeah. I'm whatever I need to be. I'm a jack of all trades. But somebody probably saying that right now, right? And they don't know. I'm talking to the young man. That there right there is this right here is $100 an hour work. It's $100 an hour work. Carpet cleaning. It's $100 an hour work. Don't quit your day job. All right. Uh, I'm gonna be on here in a few more minutes. If somebody want to knock on some points, but y'all ain't got to make no burners accounts for the NWA County Corso. Y'all come in to say what you say, and I just wanted to give y'all the purpose of our show. But it's still your money. You know what I'm saying? And before I move on, Doug cleaned the building this morning. That's what's up. Um, man, and one of the other things is man, I got burnt listening to YouTube. Man, I took my dumb ass against everything people told me, and I got to start getting mystified by YouTube videos when they come into the County Corso. Reach out to the guy, said, "Man, I gotta have this secret sauce, dog. This real, dog. Yeah, this is this ancient, the real one." Man, I paid $3,500 for the dog. That was the worst dog I ever bought in my life. Hips went out, temperament horrible, scary than a motherfucker. Excuse my language. Mom, I know you watch. So my mom was watching the show the other night. She said, "Ooh, why you be cussing?" I said, "Yes, man." But that was one of the worst dogs I bought in my life. Listening to the YouTube videos. Now you can go back. I went back to that YouTube channel and I started reading comments. And I started seeing people say, "Hey man, I want to talk to you about the dog, you know what I'm saying, you pointed me to. The breed you pointed me to. I'm having issues, temperament." So guess how many and these videos everywhere. Guess how many people might have got took like that. You know what I mean? And how much those videos help damage the breed and things like that. Pet homes getting unstable dogs and things like that. You know what I mean? Imagine how many other people that happened to. Then the crazy part is when I started the podcast, these same dudes, right? Didn't mention anything, never even mentioned nothing about it, never brought their names up. They started attacking me. "No, you can't do it. You too fresh in." Why? Why you so worried? I never said a word. Probably never will, even though he blocked one of them blocked me. And but I never said a word, you know what I mean? About them skittish ass lines. And but I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because man, it's something else. It's something different when you raise a dog, these families having to raise a dog and they run into major issues that could have been avoided. But with marketing and uh, social media bias, like just because you love this breeder so much, you're gonna pump this style of dog, and you don't really know the dog. So when other people get the dog, they gotta pay the price for what the dog really is. That's off your influence. That's why I was saying yesterday. The other day. Really, all my dogs be sold before they hit the ground. But man, just tell the truth. I mean, the strategy you're using is great. You got them on a payment plan. And once everybody get close to paying, you breed, which is a brilliant strategy, right? But the way you talk make people think people are kicking your door down for dogs, manipulating that media for people to run to you. And you don't know the damn lines. They're your F1s. You buying dogs. Everybody see you. Nigga still buying dogs. Where he is at? What such at? Where you can have access to them dogs by working deals when you sell them. Hey man, I know you got that dog. If you sell them to another breeder, hey man, I might put a little stipulation. Hey, please let me use my give you a better price. If he turns out I give you a better price. I want to use them. You know what I mean? Things like this, not making it look like everybody bum rushing me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the stuff I don't like. I mean, that's probably the stuff that get me hated and things like that. But and who trying to? And then when I'm 47 years old, who trying to go through all that training? How to put a on? Yeah, John, man. Um, who try to go through all that pain of putting dogs down, scary dogs? Everybody can't handle the dogs uh, like that, and that when it comes to that stuff, a lot of it can't be fixed. Yeah, man. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. Hey, Sykes, what's up? You get me in trouble the other day. Man, that was a good show the other day, bro. I really appreciate it. You invite me to come on that show. I'm gonna drop a link if anybody want to say something. But the point of the show, man, it's your money. If you feel like you gotta do all this stuff to be, if you think it's gonna make you relevant by who you deal with, hey, like I say, I run Tony dogs and I run Tony Skinny dogs. I run my cousin Lamont dogs. Me having a dog, they're gonna do a damn thing for me for sales. I got to do the work. They give me some tips now, but I got to do the work. That's the wrong link. They gave me a kick link. I'm airing this on Kink. Clink about kick. Kink. Kick. It's a new site. I want the StreamYard link. Oh, that is a StreamYard link. Okay. Yeah, so anybody want to come in, chop it up. It's just a slow Saturday. They're waxing this floor and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go take the kids out mountain biking. But anybody has anything to say? Even if you oppose what I'm saying, you can come on. We can talk about it. I got a few minutes. So what's everybody doing today? Theme of the show: it's your month. Do what you want to do. But I think guys like John Mills and people like that can attest. Before you need to go learn how to market and stuff. Most of them got to still learn about dogs, man. A lot of us. A lot. There need to be a lot more talk about dogs. But that's why I like to talking to people, getting their experiences and things like that, man. Because that's what it's supposed to be for. Happy Saturday from Ohio, Milligan Valley Canine Academy. That's Miss Whitney. What's happening? Oh, that's another thing, man. I'm so glad to see Milligan, Baymax, Connie Corso, and Tony Scandy doing that show. So because it's about time. It's about time, man. Because like, man, I noticed something. Oh boy, I'm gonna get in trouble. It shouldn't be so hard for the public to find good dogs, and then we complain about look at all this bull crap out here, blah 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 blah. And it was a whole new world over here where uh, people just didn't know. They just didn't know. Like I said, I got took by a YouTube video, but like I said, I took my dumb ass and went against what everybody told me and got wrapped up in the mystifying them dogs and stuff like that. I mean, and that's because you hear people say stuff about the Connie Corso, especially trainers. Well, that dog was different back in the day. It was this and that and that and that. Hell, we don't even know if that was a real Corso. We don't know what that was. Who knows what that was in front of you? You know what I mean? And but I just don't think no Corso should act like no damn Malawine. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, the shows is for finding good dogs to breed. Information is in your face. Yeah. Old Southern, salute to Mr. MRN, Old Southern Bulldog, almost 50 years in the game. See, yeah. So that's kind of guys we look for to share information. And younger guys, hey, look, young guys, don't think I am. I'm against y'all. I am not like that. Um, We want to see y'all, women. I like to talk to women sometimes. I need to talk to a different energy sometimes. Shit. I'll be telling y'all dudes be like brick wall. I'm telling you what I said. It went this way, and it's it. But shit, we got a lot of women kicking their ass out there. Y'all know it. It's a lot of Mr. St. James. Oh my God, you always dropping $1.99 on me. Thank you, sir. Do you prioritize getting? Man, I'm on my phone, so I can't show it. Um, do you prioritize getting a female first to start? Of course, you want the manufacturing system. I mean, I'm a breeder. I'm not a broker. I don't want to keep buying dogs. Brokers buy dogs like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the game. I'll be leery of somebody who always where his damn dogs he kept it. Why is he why is he killing everybody else's dogs? When is he gonna keep one? Is there something wrong? So yeah, I would definitely start with a female. I mean, that that's how you have your puppies. That's your future. That's at least in my opinion. Spirit warrior. I'm looking for good farm dogs. Wait a minute. When a grandson. Okay. Okay. A salute from the Shogun Army. Big C, what's happening? Milligan Valley K9. You've been such a support to our new show. You are doing such an incredible job with your channel and educating all. Yeah, Miss Whitney, I enjoy your show. Um, I hope y'all the best. Your Facebook group. I want to be the guy to push people forward. I'm not getting in none of this bullshit. A lot of people getting into whether it be Facebook, YouTube. I don't have time. If I see somebody doing something good, hey, I'm gonna congratulate them and keep it pushing. So I am glad y'all are doing what you're doing. It's a unique show, thought out show, a trainer, a totally new pet owner who's learning, training, and Tony Scandy. You can't beat it. Okay. Big C, what's happening, brother? Salute from the Shogun Army as well. I appreciate y'all support, Big C. I want to say too, I appreciate all the support from the pit bull community. I know y'all boys be catching hell, but hey man, if it wasn't for school, boy, contribution, I don't know if we would have got the respect from that crowd because that's a tough crowd. And I respect the Shogun Army. Dre is a good friend of mine, and Dre, keep doing what you're doing. Um, I think Dre uh, kind of misunderstood because of the dog he's involved with, the culture he's involved with that dog, right? Bulldogging. But I know enough trainers that in their mind, they are super duper and manipulating dogs, right? So I know the pit bull community say, hey, this dog ain't supposed to be been put on men, which I get the perception of it. But some of these trainers that do all that protection work, man, that's not gonna it could be a dang on shit zoo. They gonna make it try to they gonna make it try to do something, boy. I'm telling you. So but at the end of the day, I got a lot of respect for Dre because that man, he's a he's a black man on the not just because he's a black man, but he is a black man that served that's a uh, family man, a God fearing man, and he's a countryman. Served his country. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch the way we beat up on our folks. You know what I'm saying? That image, you know what I'm saying? Family, God, and country, man. That's something to think about. Okay. Uh, thanks for the 4.99. Oh, make it rain. Hey man, we appreciate it. Such a small channel. We don't make a ton of money. The YouTube money we do make, man, it just go right back in, man. Okay. Whoa, y'all started comment. Uh, let me see this. You should create an Avenger style group podcast featuring all the leading top tier. Who do you think is the top tier pit bull killer? Brother, I don't know the pit bull dogs that way, but I got plenty of guys. I got a plenty association with some guys. What the hell at TV? But I see the twins now, which I'm gonna have them on the show. I just it's all about scheduling. Um, I passionately watch those channels from time to time when I'm at work and listen when I got my headphones on. So it's a lot of guys, but one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't finna start ranking nobody. Anytime I start ranking somebody, I get in trouble. Somebody asks me the biggest two African American YouTube channels. I just gave my thoughts, and people had some stuff to say about that. But let me get this off. Um, y'all be commenting. Uh, okay, I'm gonna read some of them because man, I'm on my phone. I'm not too savvy with this one. Well, let me try again. Don't give up. When a grandson of Mojo hits you, you won't forget. He's referring to Ravalli Kennels. Is that Mr. Carlos Colon? That's people. That's the type of man people want me to bring on my show, and he probably won't come. That's the type. He's the type person. Ravalli been in the breed a long time. Famous dog Mojo. A lot of y'all know Rashawn Long. I think Sherby Long bred Mojo. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Mojo was bred by Sherby Long, which if you're in the Corso community, his nephew is Rashawn Long. Y'all see him a lot on Facebook in the group. Everybody knows Rashawn. Um, Spirit Warrior said, which is what Connie Corso is supposed to be from my research. They're Italian dogs. They're from Italy. Oh, okay. You said you was talking about Rivale Loki, a true Corso that will make anyone proud. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's see here. Man, it's kind of hard to navigate this joint. Okay. Hey, my son K9, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the 4.99. My son Jihad has been a very tremendous asset to the channel as well. Pretty much from day one. Day one, he was putting it down for Arkansas, and a lot of people. I don't know a lot of other breeders in. I know Roosevelt, Hadley, some other breed, some more, but I don't know a ton. I know William Curry, but all the other breeders in Arkansas, I don't know many of them. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But they don't make sure to know me. So uh, let's see here. Big C very well said. Tony said, "It's your money. It's your dogs. Do what you want. You damn Skippy. You ain't gotta listen to him. Damn, Mario. Here, it sure is my money, and I just put them down. What's Cup of Jokers production? He said, "It sure is my money, and I just put them down. Thank Terry Cornish for the sound advice. What are y'all talking about, man? Okay. Terry Cornish, thank you for the $5 super sticker. Oh my God. I said the door of the church. Let your heart, let your heart give. Let the Lord use you. Big C. How can a novice like myself tell a Connie Corso apart from a presser? what are the major differences? The head type I see, especially like man in the snout area, is pointy. Uh, I can see it, bro. Even in the cranial, the head shape is different. The the presser gonna have almost like a wider bow-legged stance. Uh, it got something I like. It got something I don't like. That high ass booty. I hate that high ass on that presser, man. I do not like that shit. Motherfucker walking around like back that ass up. I'm sorry, but very. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's I can see why people get it confused. Um, but it's a way thicker dog, than a presser, and it's got a tail. It's gonna have a tail, and then at the Corso tail at the base, it's gonna be thick. It's gonna be thick at the base and all that. But yeah, shout out to the presser people out there. But I just don't like the ones with them high booties on, man. You run around, you know what I'm saying? But I do like Michael Morales, his dogs, and what they do. I like Alicia Graham. Boy, that's a badass girl, that boy. She came on the show not too long ago. She do weight pulls and things like that. But yeah, it's a different. The main thing you will see is that high ass, that bulky look, and that more pointy nose, that pointy snout area, and the tail. Gonna have a tail on it, and just a little bit more girthy. You know what I mean? That's what I can tell you, bro. That should be able to help you though. Shout out to Doug. Anybody else? Anybody want to come in? I know I told Jihad about it earlier. I know he on the road because it's just a pop up show. But yeah, don't. This show is just about perspective. We're gonna keep it that way. Um, I appreciate the show. I learned a lot, learned a lot from her. Learned about some things in dogs that it's almost pretty much secrets in dogs. Because don't nobody come in on here and tell everything. So when you get around, and guess what? Them damn mentorships, the stuff these guys in this chat, these 30 years, somebody call us some backyard. They ain't with a bunch of backyard breeders in the comment section, them burner accounts. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what you think. Well, you wouldn't stand a foot over here in the live then. You wouldn't dare come on. Uh, only guys that I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it, but you think it ain't no lions up in here that's been around these dogs and done did spectacular things on high levels in dogs that watch this channel? Man, you out your mind. You out your mind. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some backyard breeders. You got boy, that little comment there. I seen that little agenda y'all was trying to push with the burners count. And one thing about it too, you can't make nobody come on our show. If we don't want them on, if we don't want them on the show, it ain't nothing you can do, especially when it's on some beef stuff. You better go handle your business. You're not gonna use our show to bang on other folk. You know what I mean? You got platforms. That's another strange thing. People want to come on your platform to bang on other folks, and they got platforms. I'm not talking about in particular. I'm talking about just since I've been doing this. People want to come on this platform to bang on other folks, and they got their own platform. Man, get out of here, bro. Milligan Valley K9 Academy, Ohio. Hey, is there a certain breed that you haven't talked about on the show that you would like to? So I know you want to talk about the Great Dane. So if we got some Great Dane breeders uh, out there that's listening, maybe you guys uh, know somebody, you know, that'll fit the mold. that ain't, it's tough getting on here. But if y'all know somebody, great. I would like to talk to neo people, but unfortunately, most of them hate me. Most of them hate me, boy. They be doing me bad. Hey, if I ever had trouble out of a particular breed, the worst trouble I ever had out of breed, the people in the breed probably the Boerboel and the Neo. The Neo people cannot stand me from day one. Not talking about the people overseas, and I'm not talking about anybody insignificant in this country, but a lot of the Neo breeders hate Corsos, hate Corso people, hate everything Corso. A lot of them, they the ones who really, them and others who have called the YouTube channel, um, painting narratives, trying to pitch us against each other, which is it has worked. You know what I mean? Hey, when they come to do their thing, hey, they they do their thing. Just the ones I've encountered. I have a lot of negative um, movement against me from the neo community, just because they hate the Connie Corso. And I even explained to one guy. I said, "Bro, what's the issue?" I said, "I'm an all breed pocket. I talk about all dogs." It just like one guy told me, said, "We're supposed to hate each other." Just stupid shit. That's how dumb these motherfuckers is. That's how you gotta watch when you buy your dogs. That's how stupid they are. Big C said, "Doug, my guy, reach out to you." Um, let me see where. Big C, this question you asked is why Joe in this channel is a success. Joe brings experience and knowledgeable breeders, handlers, trainers of many breeds. Not only that, too, there's some tactics I use uh, that I discussed earlier. I watch my ego. I watch my ego, and I don't get into the investigative reporter stuff. Like a lot of times, people want to get into people's personal lives. I don't do that. You know, there've been incidents. I was thinking about this the other day. There's been incidents in dogs. People have had issues with. When do we give them grace? You know, if a man or woman know they done messed up, they done dealt with the consequences of messing up. When do we give them grace? So one thing I do, I don't bring people personal lives up. People, uh, recently somebody told me, somebody was talking about it was a bad show because I didn't ask about some personal traumatic event that happened to somebody's life. That's not the man I am. That's not the man. That ain't the kind of man I want to be around. Carter cartels in the house. Okay. Big C says Cornish. I appreciate it. I'm a pit bull guy, but I love all breeds, especially with the working background. That's BD's in the house. Hey, this guy, his nickname is BD because I sure as hell ain't calling him by his name. We established that, but he's a big supporter. BD, what's that? All right. Don't nobody want to come up. Big C, if the Connie Corso didn't exist, what breed would you own? Well, I do the Central Asian Shepherds because of where I live. I like those dogs. I like big dogs. Uh, a lot of times, just the presence of a big dog throats out most things. Where I live, I'm a city boy. And you know what, city boys, when we go into the woods, we be scary as hell sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I hope nobody. Oh, watch the snake. And then country folks, when they go to the city, they scared of every damn thing. But I wouldn't feel comfortable without a dog where I live because I be seeing too much shit right across my yard down through the years, and we got bears and stuff. Now they saying they getting certain sections of where I'm living, not really close, but wild hogs. Man, you got to be careful in the woods, like you got to be in the street now. Somebody run out there and tear your ass up. That's another thing. Oh, hey man, you guys that see videos and things like that, protect your dogs. If y'all, down in the South, and let's quit all this, man. It ain't a lot of hog hunting going up north and things like that. So, but it's only certain men, certain type of men down in the South and other places that do that stuff. Man, quit putting y'all dogs in danger, trying to do what these professionals do. You know what I'm saying? Without the proper training, without putting the proper gear on your dog, and knowing how to repair dogs if they get man, stop. I was talking to Brad about that one day. Said, man, people just be out. They see me doing this stuff. They think I'm not experienced. Not that he's not experienced, but they think it's easy and they just go out there and do it. Man, y'all stop. That's another thing. Do you think a mentorship course, online course, don't help you hog hunt? You got to go out there and feel it. You got to go out there and figure out signs and man. Okay, Big C, he brings pit bull experts on as well. BD. The Donovan picture would be cool to hear about. You know Don Joe? Yeah, yeah, I do. Um, Doug, we forgot about this show. Um, I got a little pushback about airing this show. They talk somebody said it's a thug's dog, but that's maybe a show we need to go back in and look at the Donovan picture. Uh, Tell me a little bit more about that dog. What was that dog? What was that dog's purpose? Is it a street dog, basically, like a prison dog or something? I'm not sure. I need to know more about it. BD's. He's a presser guy. He's a presser guy, y'all. He's a presser guy. Cornish. Yes, I learned about this channel through my brother, the Shogun Dre of Samurai and Mr. Garcia. Yeah, I love the content here. Yeah, Terry, that was Dre was the guy you was on with, and of course you know Schoolboy. I'm Doc. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. Dave's K9. I'm not tripping, man, bro. I'll tell you the truth. It's so much weird stuff. When I start podcasting, and you know, I did a lot of panels, and so it's been combinations I thought about doing. That's when you find out who don't like each other. You know, that's when you start hearing things. But I've never promoted any of that stuff. That and me and Doug, we hear so much stuff offline. We never come to the forefront. It's not really for the views. We want to grow, so we pressure y'all. Hey, help us, but we want to do it authentically. You know what I'm saying? We don't want. I don't want to get up here and get the hey, welcome back, y'all. I don't want to start doing all that old stuff. You know what I mean? Not letting the guests speak. That's another thing people say on a lot of shows. Like, man, like the host is overbearing. You know, when you watch a lot of podcasts, they won't let I'm not talking just about dog hunting. I'm talking about podcasts in general. Hosts don't know. You gotta have time in on these conversations, and you gotta be more of a servant for the people because people want to hear the information. They see me all the time. I can always slide me in there. I can always get mine in. You know, if I want to pump myself up, I got plenty of time to do that. But yeah, man, that's a real thing, brother. Investigating folks. Excuse me? Yeah. Man, it get pretty nasty in the dog world, man. Um, Terry talks about this stuff all the time. Very competitive. Hey, Doug, just do your work, bro. I got it. I got the chat. Don't worry about it. Just tell me when to shut up. Just tell me when to shut up. Name of this show. It's your money. Doug, Big C says he'll reach out and again and let you know it's him. Whitney says, haha, that's so true. I'm from the country and always nervous in the city. Yeah. Yeah, I got a country. I still got Donovan picture on the list, protection. Okay, he says that the Donovan picture was protection. They got almost every working dog in it. Shepherd, multiple massive bulldogs in the center. Okay, I remember about the Donovan picture. I guess it was something with I ain't gonna go into it, but somebody important in the breed got did something. Like I say, I ain't gonna get into nobody's personal life, but we'll figure that out, guys. Oh, okay. So you know, okay, yeah, all right. Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. Yeah, Big C. What do you credit your success to on and online? Consistency and willingness to learn. You know what I'm saying? And and timing. All key things in life. Knowing when to hold, knowing when to fold. But consistency. Um, you never know who's watching these podcasts. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. And but you gotta be authentic. You gotta be your authentic self, even if they don't like it. You know what I mean? Because it be stuff said on the show. Might be stuff racially. A lot of brothers said say on the show all the time. I just let it go. That's just them. I wouldn't even change up if it was a white lady, white man saying, "Man, I'm telling you what I go through as a white person." They slide it in. So what? It's your money. It's their experience. It's their body. It's their body. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That comes with it. You know what I'm saying? You get a woman dog trainer on here. Her experience is probably gonna be different. She might feel like she had to fight a little harder. She might feel like dudes. It'd be different things. You know what I'm saying? It's been guys who come out the mud. It's been people who've been born and bred into dogs and different things and being in the industry and all. There's all kind of people involved. So if they say something um, ethnically or even politically, long as you don't just make the whole damn show about it, I don't, I don't, I don't care. You gotta let people because people be people. They're gonna people. You gonna you. But I think one thing I've showed that you can talk about anything with anybody from all walks of life, and I've proven. I've proven it. It's been hardly any type of personality I had to sit down with. The only thing it's the only thing I've have always done is like clowns, dudes who don't mean no good, dudes who just want to be controversial because they think it's on a cool on a class clown level. But there's been plenty of renegades on the show. I can respect the renegade, but I can't respect the clown, and I don't like bullies. You know what I'm saying? So you'll never see a clown, you never see a bully on my show. Cause trust me, they don't tried me, and I ain't going. You know what I mean? Davidson Canine. Hog hunting is illegal here in Ontario. Government claims if you kill them, it will cause their population to grow. Yes, sir. Must be like asparagus. Knock them down, they will grow back the very next day. How many of y'all know that? You grow some. It takes asparagus a while to get established, but boy, when it gets established, it's amazing. You can pick it day after day after days in a row. Once it, yeah, uh, your authenticity. Oh, I can't read that. Really shines through. Honestly, I appreciate it. Big C facts. Heard it here first. Joe hates the American bully. Nah. I don't think I ever said that. I hope I had said that. I love I love all things dog. Let me get political. I'm Joe, and I love all things dogs. Don't listen to the Democrats. Don't listen to the Republicans. I love all things dogs, and I'm here for you. And I'm running for president of the Dogs of America Club. Listen to me, and I have a new mentorship program called "It's Lonely at the Top: How to Profit from the Puppies." Let's go. Okay, I think that's it. If anybody don't want to join me, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Oh yeah, they're that my boy is. They go Javier. They go Javier. Yeah, him and Doug coming to the show next week, y'all. That's what they told me. Live with Doug and Javier. We're gonna make dogs great again. All my dogs are sold out before the parents even think about hooking up. I have a wait list that's 3 years long. 5,000 get you in. Dickie Fawcett, what's going on, my brother from another mother? Dickie is a long time supporter. Dickie's everywhere. He's on everybody's channel. I didn't know Dickie was a into the exotic animals as well. Uh, so salute to Dickie, big supporter of a lot of channels. Um, more oppressive people, please. Toledo Presser, PWA Presser, Most Huggins of K9/OTC. Now, BD, you know I interviewed Toledo Presser. Did you know that? I've interviewed Vaccaro. We actually do subs. Hey, that's another thing, guys. I know I said it from the top of the show, but we are not a kennel promotion podcast. Hey, if we see somebody with a nice program, yeah, we want. Hey, man, we just have a conversation with them, but it's not to promote a kennel per se. But trust me, people do my show for free, and if they contribute, hell, I want them to get all they can from it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to do that. Toledo Press, I did interview her uh, in that organization she's with. Seemed like a really cool organization. They do a lot of stuff with dog. The UPCC or the UPPC, something like that. Seemed to be nice folk. The president, he befriended me and everything, which I appreciate. Miss Nally from the Anatolian Shepherd Club. I did that interview with her. A lot of breed clubs don't want they won't touch a guy like me. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like I'm I'm up the upper echelon of somebody to sit down with for whatever reason. So the people that come in and like the lady that came in from the cavalry group, the that's fighting for farmers and breeders' rights. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate people that sit down with the small folks. Ain't too good to sit down and talk to the people instead of just always belittling people on their Facebooks through their text messages and things like that. A lot of breed clubs don't even have general information for the public on dogs. You know what I mean? I've seen so many comments since I've been running this channel with us just talking about dogs and period. In general, people say stuff like, "Man, I thought I want to be a dog breeder, but hearing y'all say stuff about no vacation and some of the stuff, I'm not gonna do it." And then, and when you be honest about it and tell her how tough it really is, right? Raised out like last night, I had a dog barking, barking, barking. He's a barking son of a gun. The rest of them would chill out, but I live in the woods, stuff moving around, and it might be stuff. My other dog, that ain't nothing but Susie the deer. Not him. 2 or 3 in the morning, gotta go out and handle him, make somewhere he can't do all that barking. You know what I mean? Because that stuff carries. I don't care where you stay. That barking carries across the ravine, and you think you good, and people calling the animal control on you because your dog is being a nuisance from barking all damn time. So there's stuff you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm more than willing to put some really good press of people on. If y'all know 'em. Okay. BD says he met Alicia. I met her. This is a good question. Anyone in the States working with a Lance? Anybody know? Let us know. Okay. All right. Let me get through some of these questions. Weebay, what's happening? Are we wrong wanting dogs from breeds online with hopes to one day use puppets purchase to give more legitimacy to the lineage? Hmm. No, I don't think it's wrong for wanting dogs online, but that don't mean it's not the same. If the man wasn't offline, if he was offline, they were good dogs. I would ask, does it matter if they're online or not? You know what I'm saying? Then your second part of your question is with hopes to one day use puppies purchase give more legitimacy to the lineage. Now, we Bay, are you saying purchasing a puppy from a popular online figure gives the puppy more legitimacy for its worth? Is that what you're saying? I want to be clear about that. I had a few people buy from me being on your show. Those people are prepared to show their dog. So there we go. That means consumers are watching, right? And like I said earlier, I got dogs that I bred that's bigger than my kennel online. So that's we may you don't start something. I don't think where you where you get them from validates you per se, but hey, it might be worth a discussion. We're gonna put Weebay on TV, y'all. It might be worth a discussion. Those words, I think that's something that people fall for to get them in trouble. But I hope I'm not misinterpreting what you're saying too, brother. So let me know. Oh, Weebay, you can't hit the link? Okay, damn it. Okay, hold on, bro. I got. I'm showing a new. Okay, let me stop this. Let me remove this one. Remove. And now let me try to share the link. Okay. Now let me try to go get the link, bro. Okay, here's the link. It's strange the pure Kobe dogs don't bark. Um, Javier, let me get this question. This is a good question. Not sure if this has been asked, but Joe, what's the worst thing you learned about the dog community? I don't mean an incident, but the community as a whole. Uh, all of them are similar when it comes to uh, the different sets, the different groups. I talked about this on offline with somebody I did a show with. I'm not gonna tell you who it was, but in dogs, whoever you get your dogs from, that's who team you on. They're gonna place you. It's a lot of hate, a lot of positioning for bouquet, power, prestige in dogs. A lot of uh, a lot of pressures, just like the new pressure you're seeing now. Get you $100,000. You're not nothing unless you get you $100,000 to set up, showing when you ain't got the money, going into debt, trying to do what these guys tell you to do instead of just giving the dog something good, safe, modest, correct. You got 5 dogs. They want you to build a whole fortress in the backyard. Come on, man. Don't put yourself in debt. Listen to these folks. You know what I'm saying? Because the top folks stuff don't look like that. The top folks stuff, they got room for their dogs to run. The top folks stuff don't look like that. Now, don't get me wrong. And this is another thing. It's a group called Facebook Kennel. It's on Facebook called Kennel Setup. That's a badass group for some good ideas and some nice facilities of people who on that level doing it. But don't let these people pressure you, feel like you're not a great breeder, don't have a great product unless it's looking like something out of a dog pound. You gotta build a whole dog pound setup just to say they worthy of you. You'll never be worthy because you're gonna go in the show ring, you're gonna fight with them over there, and you're gonna so it's that across the board. It's just a lot of different groups, people coming in, not really siding up with people, but they're getting forced to be on the side. And then, but sometimes it's okay because it shows you the dirtiness of one side. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, but I could say this, Javier, and I speak on the Connie Corso community, they hadn't gave me any flack, but as a whole, because they done studied and looked up my backside and everything like that. But they done looked at me and they don't watch it and see my motives, and they don't watch everything. So they really can't say nothing because they seen the body of work. They seen where I hadn't did any shenanigan thing. I hadn't attacked any one of them. But do they like me? A certain side? Hell no. They can't stand my fucking guts. But they can't find a really good reason to attack me. But you're guilty by association, I would say. Bro, you can't get in? Okay. There you go, we back. There you go. What up, bro?
What up? What up? What up?
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay. Not much. How you doing?
Hey, I'm chilling. I appreciate you. So check me out.
Yes, sir.
My question was, are we wrong for looking at the online breeders and wanting to bring them into our programs for our future? For my case, particularly, I bought a female. I'm doing my research like we're supposed to do. I want to get that out there clear. You're supposed to do your own research. For me and the Rottweilers, I'm following these Edelstein lines, and I went to Proctor House at the time. He had a male that was half Proctor or half Edelstein, half Timitor. I purchased one of his studs. Long story short, it didn't work out. I learned that my female went through split heats, and having a dog with split heats and trying to purchase semen to get shipped, it won't work out. But my choice on doing that was because of following his bloodline, wanting to pair with my bloodline, also following his trajectory at the time. And keep in mind, this is 5 years ago, as he was really building and getting hot before he got to where he is today. And I kind of feel like my guy that spent all that money was in the same mind state of getting the top Rottweilers from the top breeders, wanting to put them together, and things didn't go particularly the way that they wanted them to. I'm sorry, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry.
No, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. Hell no, you're not wrong for following the guy. I don't know who Proctor House is. Maybe you Rottweiler guys could tell me. But following the guy's progress and them being open, showing their kennel, showing their dogs and things like that. Hey, that takes a different type of individual. I'm not as comfortable doing that and been taught not to show too much because people just want to tear it down. But them guys like that, no, you're not wrong, but you still have to do your offline research and things like that. Like it ain't really nobody in the Corso breed like that on the channels. So we got to go back into the underworld, which your underworld is online. It's probably Facebook, where you're gonna see the most action of the breeders who not on this type of media. You know what I mean? But no, bro, don't think I'm knocking anybody who are just online. I think I'm just talking about uh feeling feeling like their lines may make you. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying the same thing like like I said, I got Tony Scanner dogs, I got my cousin dogs. Them big time breeders, bro. Them big time breeders. And they got good dogs, right? But it ain't gonna make me. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna make me. I think that's what we was talking about the other day. As far as like I can do a breeding, it can be the same exact breeding Tony or Lamont do. I am not them. And I'm not, it's not gonna work out. It's not for the value of the dogs. That's what I'm saying. No, ain't nothing wrong with hell. We made that's what we doing. That's what we doing. We all even if you in the comments, you coming in sharing your stuff, commenting on your perspective. I'm not talking about stuff like that. Proctor. Man, y'all, if I knew the breeder's name, I would know who that was. Proctor's no, but definitely no. If they online and they showing their stuff and they talking about it's dudes that do that, Thompson Kennels, much respect for. It's a lot of guys that sit there. We talk about 12 Tiger Kennels all the time. It's so many kennels that do that, but you still have to do your proper research and not think that if you get a dog from NWA and you get a breeder, your name on the dog, my name on the dog, gonna make that dog for you in the real world. If you took it in the show, it ain't gonna freaking matter. Oh, is that NWA's dog? Oh my God. That ain't gonna that's what I'm saying. And then for it's like working too, like the guy that's in the working. At the end of the day, it's gonna be about the dog anyway, a good dog. Yeah. And this is something else too. Oh, thank you for saying this, Javier. Damn, it's a long show just by myself. Whatever kennel you buy into, understand that every bloodline has an issue. That's what we hey, that's what you better understand. It's something Gus was talking about that yesterday. He said if you line breeding, You're line breeding for consistency, right? And he was like, guess what? You're gonna have the good and you're gonna have the bad, right? But issues will arise, right? And those issues may not necessarily be an issue that a customer can't live with. You know what I mean? It's just a breeder is very much harder unless it's a major issue. Unless, then it's we're doing some thinking and things like that. But there are imperfections in dogs. It ain't never. We don't talk about that enough. Like every dog ain't perfect. Every dog don't come out perfect. Now the majority should, but every now and again, some gonna come out like, whoa, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true. That's true. So that's what I'm saying is I don't want us to forget the knowledge that's on the ground because we try to bring it forth. And I'm not necessarily knocking the guys. Shit, I'm online. I'm knocking the guys, but I don't be so wrapped up that we just fall all heads, roll the dice, all the chickens in the basket. Old school breeders sold great dogs without the internet or 100K kennel, just word of mouth. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, man, don't feel pressure into knowing if you ain't got the money to show dog, you breaking yourself. If you know you ain't got the money to get or feel pressure that you got to have this state of the art kennel. Man, look how a lot of people just need to visit the Midwest and the South, and because people been keeping animals in the Southeast a long time since the beginning of time. I'm not saying give them half-ass housing and stuff, but I don't think you need everybody needs a brick and mortar business, right? You know what I'm saying? Some of the food trucks are way better than the brick and mortars. You know what I mean? And guess what? He don't have the overhead of the brick and mortar in today's time. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Basically, is all I'm saying. Be smart about what you do. Don't feel pressure to do the things people say they are doing because you don't know the inside of it. They can be barely making it, bro. But the illusion is they kicking ass, but they can be near bankrupt trying to prove something. You know what I'm saying? I started businesses that failed. That failed. Really didn't even get off the ground good. So that's something to think about. Um, well, it's a long show just about myself. I love the engagement. Mine's very true. The temperature I was trying to breathe for, a guy was having a split heat. Okay, great point. Doug says the dog makes the kennel doesn't make the dog. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the topics get tough, and we been around a long time. Topics get tough, and no, you're not wrong for following a guy that's showing everything like that. You know what I mean? You're definitely not wrong. But I'm just talking about the other pressures of the dog world, feeling like you got to do this, feeling like you got to do that, and it don't take all that. It don't take all that, and just a little research and question actually that really save your pocket. Like I said, like I had the right people around me, didn't have the right people around me. But when I took my hard head ass out there listening to a motherfucker, that's when I had to pay dearly. That's when I got spanked. You know what I'm saying? Real hard. And they spanked me, and I guess they thought I was gonna tell it, and they started hating on me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and things like that. But like I said, I never said a word. But my thing is like you live, you learn, uh, and all that good stuff. But man, I'm gonna get out of here. Javier Noriega says, in my opinion, what makes a good breeder is what they do for a dog or a buyer when a bad dog is produced. It ain't much choice uh, of what a good breeder would do. You got to make that customer happy. You know what I'm saying? They got these stupid web pages like bad dog breeders and some of the shit I've been there like, what? It doesn't even make sense. Why is this person in this group? You know what I mean? It's a lot of drama in dogs. A lot of people looking for a reason to cause drama with breeders and different things. But like I said earlier, man, if you selling anything, your day will come when you have an issue with a customer. Uh, I had an issue with I'll talk about it openly. I don't care because he's a piece of shit. Um, so we had an area like, well, let's say one of this areas over here was by the back door. We agreed that his staff puts boxes, anything that goes in the trash right there. Somebody put maybe they got a new instrument or something in the mail. Somebody on their staff puts a high dollar telescopic thing in there with the boxes. My staff throws it away. Now, the doctor looking at me like, you should pay for it. Your staff threw it away. And I'm looking at him like, no, that's on you. Your people put it in the boxes with the trash. Now, that right there. Okay, we'll talk to you. You can come on anytime too, All you gotta do is holler at me if you ever want to discuss anything. Um, that right there is enough to discuss, start a discussion in the chat. Who fault was it, right? My people fault or his people fault, right? I didn't think it was my fault, even when he said, "Give me 1,500 for half." I said, "Bro, it's not your people. The one put it in the trash pile. My people just threw it in the dumpster. Couldn't agree on it, so he waits, and he was always late on payments. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I should have never let him get away with always late on payments. You know, and so we never agreed on it. And as soon as it was time to pay his bill, because he was really, really pressing me about 3K. And I'm going to show you how stupid he was. He said, I should file a claim on your insurance. Well, well, why don't you? You have my insurance. Why don't you? You don't even know where the paperwork is. So then I'm laughing because I've seen so much management uh, go through the different managers, go through the company. Oh wow, I've been there the whole time. Man, my staff was pretty much having to handle everything and just watching all this them go through problems. But it's debatable. Everybody in this chat ain't gonna agree about who fault it was. I wasn't paying, so what he did was when it was time to pay me, he didn't pay me my money for service in that building. You know what I mean? That's how he got even. So we quit that job because he gonna take the money. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't feel like I owed it to him when it was his staff that put it in the trash or whatnot. But it's just these things in business, these discrepancies uh, that as a buyer we have to beware, and as a breeder we have to beware as well because all money ain't good money. You know in your heart when a sale ain't a good sale and you want to push that dog off, just like as a consumer. Uh, you know, this might not be right for me. And you know, you have that gut feeling before you make some of these transactions in anything in life. It's dude ain't who I thought he was online, on his website, on the phone, however you have met this guy. Because it ain't always also about online presence. It's some rotten people in dogs. There's some very rotten people at the top of dogs, at the very top, which their mentality is win at all costs. Trust me. Okay, Joe's that's not your company responsibility to decide what's trash or not if it's in the trash can. True. He would have got cooked in the court. But it's the thing though, Doug, is 3K worth paying a lawyer for in court? It's one of those things like, man, it ain't worth it. If it ain't like 10K, 7 to 10K, really, man, the amount need to be up there because the lawyer fee. So you just got this one of the things you walk away. I learned from take that burning, take that ass back. Sometimes in life you gotta take that ass with it and walk away and make your losses be learning events. You know what I mean? So 3K was not enough to me to invest in a lawyer and putting time into fighting a doctor. You know what I mean? The scumbag, Dr. Columbia. I hope somebody tell you about it. Okay, he said, I'm not talking about your side. If he would have took you to court. Yeah, yeah, he definitely didn't want to do that. He definitely didn't want to do that. And Doug, when you do these contracts and stuff, you have to turn in your insurance. They have a copy of your insurance. They're like, yeah, I file it. Yeah. Good luck trying to file that on my insurance, bro. Because that's a little iffy story about you just trying to force somebody to pay somebody. Anyway, we David said, Weebay, it's hard when the family's affected in your questions you're asking. Woo! Boy, what did Weebay say? I gotta go back and that's another thing, man. Look, you paying money, big money for some of these dogs and different things, and everything don't work out. I'm glad I got the Wi-Fi. Cause it's been this recently some shit happened. David just said I had bull terriers and gained weight because of breeding issues. Great dog, but we lost somebody. Yeah, we take a lot of losses in this game, y'all. Big losses. So all I'm saying is be careful with your money. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm not trying to tell y'all not to follow nobody. Just don't feel pressured into doing things, uh, because everybody else is saying this is what it's proper to do. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. And take time. Then that time, which that time is money. I mean, spend some money. Keep some of that money in your pocket and do the groundwork first. If it's just reading books, looking on Facebook, read, man, I learned a lot going back years ago, looking at stuff, looking at these people arguing on Facebook and some of these dog groups and different things like that, the pictures. And sometimes it just, before you spend anything, studying the industry, studying an industry. You know what I mean? Then if you feel like you need help, uh, then it's time to go. Because don't get me wrong. I remember when I first started, one of my companies, my main company, uh, I guess I was out a month banging on doors, maybe even 2 months, sticking professional brochures and doors and stuff like that. And I just waited and waited. And after 2 months, I started getting calls. So within that 1 week, it's like 1 week that several people called me, and so I had 80,000 in contracts. Once I went to them, bid the things like that. So I went in. I said, okay, I can live off 80K. I went into my job. I said, hey man, uh, I gotta go. I said, do you want me to finish out the week or what? I said, man, I appreciate you, man, but I had said it. And he knew I had told him he was a businessman. I asked him questions and things like that. Told him what I was set out to do because I was kind of doing it on the side anyway. And once I told him, I said, man, it finally hit for me. Do you want me to finish out the week? Or do you want me to go now? Can I finish out the week? The owner wasn't mad at me, but everybody else in the company was. Like I was a runaway slave, like betraying the company. The owner understood, but nobody else in the company understood. Like this dude would have set out to get on his own and not work for me. I did the same thing the owner did. And he was the only one that understood. I was sitting around the rest of the week, people mugging me. And like, man, I don't know why you leave. You don't know why I'm leaving. What's wrong with you? I got a chance to go work for myself. You don't know why I'm leaving? The mentality, you know what I mean? So, but that was hard work, dedication. Then that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning. Then we got to talk about the growth and the losses, handling people, what to say, what not to say, discerning things, killing cancers. When I say cancers, I mean negative people in a group of people are the most dangerous. Just like the people that talk a lot of dogs, they are the most dangerous people in dogs. The cancers, one that always keeping up something. Every breed got them. Every time you look around, this motherfucker got something to say on the Facebook group, on this and that. It's always negative, never nothing contribute. It's always something to big himself up, and everybody's doing something wrong with him, and he's doing nothing, or her. A lot of crackheads, a lot of drunks and pill heads with these keyboards and stuff like that. Not them type. Some of the one. So it's just that point about it. But these guys, the owner knew what I was setting out to do and gave me the respect and the nod. And here go the peons, the guys who just don't get going out gambling on yourself, putting all the bets on you. Because heavy is a responsibility when you start uh, overseeing things. They don't want to hear nothing about I'm sick. They don't want to hear nothing about your employees. Don't want to hear about, hey man, I ain't got no check. What you call it didn't pay me. They should want to pay that big company. They owe me 15 G's. I ain't gonna be able to make payroll. They ain't nobody trying to get that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The work that these men have put inside the kennel, that's the stuff you really want to learn. How to run a yard, how to worm and not break yourself, how to worm dogs, how to run a kennel. That's the stuff we need to be talking about before my puppy program, my puppy sale program. That's all I'm saying. If I get disliked for saying that, because I really don't chime in on stuff like this, well, I'm just saying, man, be careful, man. Be careful. Talk to your peers. Talk to your peers. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and sometimes avoid the negative Nancy's and the chatty patties. One thing since I've been doing this last 2 years is if it's something mentioned of somebody, wait, the some bitch did this, the some bitch did that, and what that got to do is, it don't have nothing to do with the dog. Now, some shit is heinous, but you know what I'm saying, But man, and like I always say, man, turn your love inward instead of outward. Don't get wrapped up on me. Only thing I'm doing is showing. I like the respect, and hey, I cherish that, the respect. But I ain't gotta have the glory. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in it with y'all too. I'm just driving the bus. We're going to pick everybody up on this journey because it is a journey. So with that being said, hey man, thank you for the $4.99. Let me see. Let me pull this comment out. What's one piece of advice to give a person that wants to start their own kennel business? Learn the dogs first. Go to the kennels. Visit other kennels. Learn the real business of dogs. And you older breeders know what I'm talking about. Learn the real business of dogs. And most of the times, the old timers know what I'm talking about. The real business of dogs. You can get by the way we do it now and things like that, but learn the real business of dogs. You can't get that type of info. Them old heads gonna give you online. You got to go to the well. You got to go to the well. I'm out.